Shalom, call Allah Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bashim Al Shai Barakatham to the hopefully elect. And I'm just a real just real quick, man. Going into basically what's getting ready to happen here in America, dealing with this hyperinflation. All right. Because the apostles and elders, they get into it, or they've been getting into it pretty often, because people don't really understand the concept when it comes to inflation and hyperinflation. All right, and one of the things that the elders they reference certain things or certain events that took place in history, which was a lot of times it's good to go back and learn and research of these things, because again, soon, man, this is going to be happening. It's going to be in our face. All right. And the Apostle Elder Tahar just did a video dealing with hyperinflation out there in Zimbabwe. All right, and I'm gonna play the clip that he used. All right. But before I do that, I want to play this video that I had already pre-recorded, but I had to mute the volume. I had to turn the volume down. Just so I don't get a copyright strike or anything like that. So this is already pre-recorded. But I'm gonna play this video because, again, a lot of times the apostles, the elders, they reference certain events. One of the events that they reference, they bringing it up a lot, dealing with this the Weimar Republic. All right, and during this time they experienced this hyperinflation. So I'm just going to play this video and give some commentary on it. All right, just to give a little bit of Lord's will, more of an understanding of what's around the corner. So without further ado, I'm gonna play this video. And like I said, this was already pre-recorded, so I had to mute the volume. But you might hear me moving around or whatever. But let's play this video. And you see, because we're basically, I don't know if I said this already, but we're basically already experiencing inflation. All right. And not soon or not too far in the distant, because a lot of people are already predicting hyperinflation with all this money that the government is printing. All right. So you see again, all right, this says if you print more money than you are worth, then the money is no longer worth the paper it is printed on. Because again, the more money that they print, this is what people don't understand. People are all excited, hyped up that Joe Biden has been printing all this money, giving out all this stimulus money, so on and so forth. He just, with another $6 trillion budget, all right, which is, again, the point being that with all this printing and money, the more that they continue to print money, the values, the more and more the dollar becomes worthless. All right, the more it's diluted, as it just, the example here in this video portrayed it. So this is what causes hyperinflation. All right. Again, the more money, printing of money, the more it devalues the dollar, the more worthless it becomes. All right. And I believe some places already because again, going back to some of the references, you might often, myself and other brothers of Great Millstone, like I said, use references such as Venezuela. All right. Places like Venezuela where the money is completely worthless, and they're experiencing hyperinflation. If you just look up what's been going on in Venezuela the couple of past years, they're pretty much doing the same thing, what they were doing back during this time. All right. During this time of hyperinflation, which is going to say in this video, but like I said, if you look up what's been going on in Venezuela, man, the money has become so devalued. All right. That it takes more, like what took place during this time in Germany. Them carrying barrels of the paper currency and whatnot. All right. The same thing that Venezuela has been going through. All right. And again, because this is what's getting ready to take place. Some people, some of these experts or whatever, they believe we're already in hyperinflation. We've been experiencing inflation, but some of these experts, whatever, they already believe that we are in hyperinflation. All right. And some people, you got others that believe it's not a matter of if, but it's a matter of when this is going to take place here. Because again, with all this money printing, so much money, there's so much this currency that they're printing out. All right. It's only a matter of time before, the dollar just completely loses its value. But I was going to make the point, all right, because I believe, speaking of Venezuela, or it might be, I forgot who it was exactly, but they're already printing like 100. They're already printing like, what do you call it? Like a million. The paper fiat worth like $1 million because of how devalued the money is. How devalued the currency is. They did this back during the time of hyperinflation there in Germany. All right. So, as is about to get into what's, the effects of hyperinflation during that time. All right. Pay attention, because this is what's going to take place here. This is what you're going to start experiencing here. All right. In the wheelbarrow, because of how bad the dollar, the currency, was devalued. All right. Because I mean, the basically the currency, it was cheaper just to burn the actual currency than actually buying the firewood or whatever. It was just cheaper just to burn the currency itself, just to show you how bad it got. All right. But this here says, in 1923, a German household burnt Oh, actually, yeah, that's what I just said. It said in 1923, a German housewife burned mark notes in her kitchen stove since it was cheaper to burn marks than to use them to buy firewood. So yeah, like I just said, all right, you know, and again, these are the effects of hyperinflation. You see $100 million mark, you know, it's crazy. And like I said, this is what's going on. This is what has been going on in Venezuela for over the years, past couple of years or so. All right. Like I said, just look up what's been that, because I often mention how America is soon going to become a Venezuela 2.0. The money's just going to become so worthless. All right. Like in Venezuela, man, people were this is what you saw. Money just left in the street because it was worthless. It was completely worthless. All right. And this is pretty much because, for the most part, all this is orchestrated. All right. Basically, man, because Joe Biden, this guy's a Democrat. All right. So whenever they, come up with these, give out this money, whatever, for the most part, and I've said to these people, man, expect them to keep giving out these stimulus checks. Like there's rumors of they're going to come out with another stimulus check. All right. They're going to keep giving out this money. All right. Why? Because like I said, for the most part, this is all orchestrated. All right. This is all set up. All right. And I'm not, I'm just going to say this because eventually, again, all this is, this dealing with the money, this whole system of things is going to, completely be done away with. And this is going to usher in Revelation 13, 16, 17, and 18. All right. And I'll just leave it at that because, Esau gets butt hurt when we talk about certain things. So I'll just leave it at that. And again, how the government going to deal with it today? By just ushering in this new system, doing away with the old system, ushering in this new system, Revelation 13, 16, and 17. All right. But I just want to play this as well because, like I said, this is the video that the elder apostle Tahar, and I'm going to leave the link to the video in the description, Lord's will I remember. But because like I said, the elder apostle Tahar, man, he often talks about inflation and hyperinflation because people don't really have a real concept dealing with this matter. All right, me myself, I'm still learning about this. All right, and this is why, the elders, they often talk about buying silver and gold, man. Because hey, when the the dollar completely collapses, all right, hey man, somehow, some way, hey, having valuable possessions to be able to trade and sell stuff like that, and because of course they often mention, they talk about buying silver and gold, but gotta say this because ultimately that's not going to save you. All right, and I'm gonna get that precept after I play this video, but ultimately it's not going to save you. Ultimately, having faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, that's what's going to save you. All right, but nevertheless, it wouldn't hurt. And I, be telling, I'll be telling people here and there, man, it wouldn't hurt to invest in silver and gold. All right, because that's real money in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, but again, that's another topic. All right, so I'm gonna play this video because again, this is what hyperinflation. This is what they're, like I said, other places, man, they're already experiencing hyperinflation. All right, and the elder apostle Tahar did a video on this. So just I'm gonna play this video again just to give a small little glimpse of what you're gonna start seeing here very soon. All right. Actually, I missed it, but you see, all right. You see right there, man. $40.99 for looks like some juice. All right. $41. All right, for some juice. All right. That's hyperinflation. Toilet paper. $20 for a 4-pack of toilet paper.
Used to like the price changes like maybe every month, but right now it's like every week. Last week I bought some mouthwash for about $52. Yesterday I went back, it's now $125. So generally prices are going up. We can't afford anything. Even the salaries are like close to nothing.
They must put the prices down. They must put the prices down because it's just too much. We can't afford. Especially we others, we don't go to work.
So you see that? That right there is hyperinflation. All right. Toothpaste. Sticks of toothpaste. Look at those prices. See, man, look at these prices, man. All right. And this is hyperinflation. This is what you're getting ready to see here in America. All right. And best believe, man, when stuff like this happens, all right. And again, because they were talking about these things happening this summer. So, if it be the Lord's will, man, the Lord's will, because we're hastening the coming of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So, the sooner these things pop off, all right, the sooner we can get the hell up out of here. But nevertheless, there are a lot of people are predicting these things to happen sometime this summer. All right. But yeah, man, because, hey, soon, man, no matter how much money they give out, man, the government gives out, all right, it's not going to be enough. And this is why you're going to see, man, hey, man, like the scriptures say, the scriptures talk about, for great tribulation and the lack of bread, all right, people are going to be turning on one another, all right. This is, stuff like this, you see the stages being set. I often talk about the stages being set, man, all right. Because, hey, man, people don't, especially these Americans, they don't think that this stuff can happen here in this land. All right. But also, like the scripture said, because of the pride of their cities, man, this America is one prideful place. The most prideful people on the earth are here, are these Americans. All right.
The massive increase across the world economy. So the economy, as I've said, we are in a recession where now people will not be able to afford. The demand for goods is just going to go down. And what is the end result of that? The end result of that, companies are going to close. People are going to become more poorer than where we were before.
And be saying, man, America is going to become a third world country, man. Been saying it. But yeah, that's pretty much it on that, man. I don't want to ramble on too much. Like I mentioned, I was going to get this in Ezekiel chapter 7. And as always, the links of these videos will be in the description. Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 19, it says, "They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity." So you see, man, all right, and just like it, shown in the first video that I played, all right, and like I said, just pay attention to what's been going on in Venezuela, man. People have been throwing their silver and their gold, all right, or their currency, man. They just cast it in the street because it's completely worthless, all right. And this is what you're going to start seeing here in America. Prices and goods, all right, they're going to skyrocket, man. They're going to go beyond the roof, man. And this is what's going to cause people to they're like they already been talking about crime rate, an increase in crime rate. All right, crime is already spiking and whatnot. All right, because not only are these things gonna the prices in these things are going to increase, but there's gonna be a scarcity of it. All right, there's gonna be a lack thereof, and like I quoted, and I'm gonna get it in a second, Edris. There's gonna be a lack of these things, man. There's gonna be a scarcity of it. All right, dealing with this what is it, the JBS, I think it was the cyber attack that just attacked this meat company. All right, not only here in America, but as well as in Canada. I think it was in Australia as well, if I'm not mistaken. All right, which stuff like this, man, like I said before, you can't bypass when these things, when certain things happen. You can't just overlook it. All right, because one thing is going to lead to another. All right, this is going to create a domino effects, like with the whole cyber attack with the gas pipeline. That's going to create a domino effect. All right, so this is why, again, you're going to see a increase in prices dealing with resources, goods, so on and so forth. But not only that, man, you're going to have a scarcity of it. All right, certain places, man, they're only going to be carrying a limited supply, man. All right. But let me get this in 2nd Esdras chapter 15 and verse 2nd Esdras chapter 15 verse I'll start at verse 18 since I quoted it. It says, "For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." All right, so again, because these people, man, they think that nothing can happen to them. What's going on in these other countries, in these nations, these poor countries and whatnot, they don't think that it can happen here. Why? Because they're filled with pride. America is the most prideful place on the earth. So they don't think these things can happen. When I always say, man, pay attention to what's going on in these other nations, these other countries and stuff, man, because it's basically like a beta test for what's getting ready to happen here. I've said that for years, man, but stuff like this doesn't really sink in until it's hitting home, and soon it's going to hit home. All right, and if you don't have the hedge of protection of Yahweh Shemel Shai, you're going to be affected. It's going to hit you directly, because these are the plagues that Yahweh Shemel Shai is getting ready to send upon this earth, man. Real quick, I'm gonna go back to 2nd Esdras 15, but I'm gonna get this, because famine, all right, all these things, man, these are plagues. These are plagues of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right. Let me get this in Ezekiel, going back to Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 16. It says, "When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread." All right. So it says, verse 17, "So will I send upon you famine and evil beast, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee, and Yahweh have spoken." So you see, all right, famines, pestilences, all right, all these things, man, these are plagues of Yahweh Shemel Shah that he's going to send upon the wicked inhabitants of this land, just focusing here in America, because all the world's going to be touched by these plagues, but focusing here on America, because this is, like I said, this is the most wicked and prideful nation. All right, can't tell these people nothing, and nevertheless, man, they think that these things can't happen, but nevertheless, just sit back and wait. All right, because a lot of people are going to be paid a visit by Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, and it's not going to be a visit that's pleasant. But going back to 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 18 again, it says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." All right, houses being destroyed, man. People getting robbed. All right, getting this shit ran through. All right, this is what you're gonna start seeing, man. Why? Because when you read verse 19, it says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation." So you see, all right, all this is a part of it. Dealing with the hyperinflation, man. This is going to lead way to a lot of stuff, man. Because going back to the cyber, this recent cyber attack with the meat company, all right, again, that's going to cause a shortage in meat. All right. And not only will it cause a shortage in meat and whatnot, but raise prices for consumers, man. All right. Because again, you know, when um, going back to basically the demand, man. All right. You know, and again, you know, because this is just dealing with this cyber tech. This is just one of many of things, man. You know, when you read going back to last year, man, dealing with the farmers, man, you know, having to euthanize the crops and stuff, man, cattle, all these things, man. This is what I was saying. When these things happen, you can't bypass these things, man. You can't just overlook these things, man. All right, because basically the world runs like a how can I say it? Um it's the best way I can put it. It's like one big chain reaction, man. And if you cut off one chain, all right, it's going to affect everything, man. It's going to throw everything off. So whenever something happens in one place, all right, you're going to feel it in another place, man. All right. So you, like I said, man, you can't bypass these things, man. You know. But nevertheless, all right, this is just basically more fuel to the fire. You know, then print more money. All right. You know, that's going to just know and understand that hyperinflation, man. That's sooner. That's around the corner. The more money that they print, the more it devalues. All right, the more the money becomes worthless. All right, and the more expensive basic necessities they will become. All right, and not only that, there's going to be a scarcity of it. All right, and this is, hey man, like I said, more fuel to the fire, and this place is about to go up in flames, man. Because, you know, again, these people, man, you know, they don't see these things, man. You know, they have no idea what's getting ready, what Yahweh Shem Shai is getting ready to do. The Lord is setting this place up beautifully, man, and call Halal Yahweh Shem Shai for it. All right, but you know, with that, I don't want to ramble on too much. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out, giving all credit to Yahweh Shem Shai, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Yahweh Shem Shai, Barakatam to the hopeful elect. Until next time, Lord's will, I say Shalom.